Transformation takes time. And sometimes you marry somebody and you realize that the person has a very negative behavior. We have two kinds: the dangerous one and the ones that you can gloss over. The dangerous one is if your spouse, let's say the husband, is a womanizer, is a cheat, has slept with all your maid servants, and has slept with all the women in your vicinity. It's like every skirt this man will enter is a dangerous habit. Or a woman who is an impulsive buyer, always buying things on debt, thinking too highly of herself, and is always bringing debt to the family. Sometimes she will even spend the kids' school fees, and sometimes even spend the rent. You will be sleeping, somebody will be knocking at your door. Creditors, we have come to collect our money. Your wife bought something that she cannot afford. She's always buying things that she cannot afford, and she's also not a hard worker. It's a dangerous habit because such behaviors can kill you, or it can make you miserable. You will not have any future. You will not be able to build a house. You will not be able to do anything because this girl or this woman or your wife is always pushing you down to that level where you will always be in debt because she is an impulsive buyer and she always wants to buy brands that she cannot afford. Such habits are very dangerous. When you have a husband or a wife like that, what you need to do is you need to take about 3 days, fast, and ask God based on James 1:5 for wisdom. Because there are some marriages, if you don't leave, you will die. I'm telling you. The man will contract HIV/AIDS and then you will die. You need God's wisdom. Because don't say that, oh, this is wisdom. If the man is cheating, just leave the man. You cannot say that your husband is cheating, so you are leaving him. Because remember, Peter was a coward. He betrayed Jesus 3 times. But on the day of Pentecost, the same Peter was able to talk about Jesus. And they won a lot of souls. So the husband that you are seeing now, that you think that things will be like this forever, it may not be like this forever. But there are some husbands, they are Judas, or let's say Judases. They will never change. They will never change. They will do that for the rest of their lives. And it is only God who can let you know that. And there are some wives, they may be misbehaving right now, but give them 2 years or 3 years. You realize that she will come to her senses. So you need God's wisdom to know whether you should stay or you should leave. When you read Genesis chapter 26, when there was famine at Abimelech land, Isaac wanted to leave. God said, don't leave. A famine is very hard, but Isaac stayed and he became prosperous. Abraham was on the same land and then he left. God did not stop him. So my dear, there are some dangerous habits when you meet it in marriage. You need to go to God in prayer and ask him for wisdom. That wisdom will help you to know whether you should stay or you should leave or you should separate, because there are some habits that can kill you before your time. So that is it. And there are some habits that you can gloss over. That is the second one. Your husband does not love to, he doesn't love to bath. Your wife doesn't know how to talk well. Very disrespectful sometimes. Those little things that irritate you, that emotional trauma. You can build your mind or you can build your emotion to a level where you'll be able to tolerate it. Because if your husband doesn't love to bath in the evening, it's very disturbing, very irritating. But you cannot say that you are leaving that marriage. So such habits, you can have some emotional intelligence, mental toughness, that you can just watch it and gloss over it. You'll be able to tolerate it. And then transformation, as I said, takes time. And give the person grace, the same grace that Jesus offers us. When we come to him, we don't just repent immediately. He gives us time. He works on us little by little. So this is my advice for you if you have found yourself in a marriage where the problem is chronic. Just weigh the two. If it's something you can gloss over, something you can tolerate. But if it is something that you need God's help to decide because it's dangerous, you can die before your time. The man is beating you. You need to separate. And you need to go to God based on James 1:5 and ask him for wisdom. Don't lead on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge God, and he shall direct your path.